unbelievable game.
Warriors, they live to fight another day. Just euphoria for Golden State fans. This was everything that we could have wanted in this matchup. Just another incredible night at the play-in tournament. In the East, the Sixers defeated the Magic to punch their ticket to the playoffs as the 7th seed. And in the West, we saw an absolute thriller in the 9-10 elimination game. Warriors are one win away from the playoffs, and the Clippers' season is over. Welcome on into Stage 11. I'm Taylor Oaks. We got Dirk Nowitzki, Blake Griffin, and Udonis Haslem. Take me back to 2016. Take me back to 2019. We had Steph.
Me too.
Kawhi
Take me back.
in an elimination game. Incredible matchup. BG, what did we just watch?
I mean, no matter how many times you've seen it, you talk about it, you know what's going to happen, you know what's possible. Steph Curry, it's almost like you're never out of the game when you have him on your team, and he always delivers. Or it seems like he always delivers. Tonight was no exception. That was an incredible performance. I got no more words.
Do I got it? Is that how Steph did it?
Yep.
Hey, listen, winning is a skill. Like, winning is a skill. If it wasn't, everybody would do it. We got to see some of the best in the business do it tonight. Steve Kerr, Draymond, Steph, what he was able to do. This is a skill, and I'm happy to see these guys win. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Feeling pretty good right
They
now.
redeemed your heat? Feel better?
A little bit.
Dirk, everything we could have wanted.
Yeah, incredible fourth quarter there. Guys making shots. Draymond can't say enough about his defensive genius. When he's locked in and he locks in somebody he doesn't want to help, he's all over him. He uses his long arms. He got on the Kawhi. Kawhi had no shot. His first field goal came with 10 seconds to go in the fourth. So it was an incredible job by Kawhi, offensively making shots. I mean, it was an incredible display in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, and when we talk about Steph and Curry, that third quarter explosion, it was like nothing that we had seen there, UD.
Anthony Milton said it a few weeks ago. Like, when he's in our locker room, we have the ultimate confidence that we could beat anybody. He just breathes that confidence into us, and we feel like when he steps on the basketball court, not only does he draw so much attention, but once he gets it going, it is demoralizing for a defense. There is nothing you can do. You can trap him. He's going to get around the trap and pull up. He can play off the ball. He can get a shot. So it's extremely demoralizing when Steph Curry gets it done. But it's so much of a joy to watch, and I'm just sad Kawhi had to go home, but this was a beautiful game, and I'm so happy to watch this game and enjoy it.
It's a joy to watch him, but it's also a joy to watch how much joy he plays with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Who else makes a huge shot like that with under a minute left and turn to the crowd and have a moment and then walk off and be with your teammate and then come?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Golden State Warriors are alive. They went into the Intuit Dome, faced elimination, and they came back from 13 points down in the fourth quarter to stun the LA Clippers 126-121. Steph Curry dropped 35 points. He hit 7 threes. He did what he always does when the lights are brightest. But after the game, the panel on NBA Nightcap had a conversation that went beyond just this game. Udonis Haslem, a 3-time NBA champion who played against the Warriors in the finals, said something that stopped me in my tracks. He called Steph Curry the greatest point guard of all time. Not one of the greatest. The greatest. Let me show you exactly what the crew had to say. Roll the clip. Did you catch that? Let me break this down because Udonis Haslem is not some random analyst. He is a guy who spent 20 years in the NBA. He won championships. He guarded legends. He knows what greatness looks like. And he said, Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time. That is a massive statement. It puts Steph ahead of Magic Johnson. Ahead of Isaiah Thomas. Ahead of Oscar Robertson. Ahead of Steve Nash. Ahead of John Stockton. Ahead of everyone. And Blake Griffin, who also played against Steph in the playoffs, did not argue. He just nodded. He knows. When you have been on the court against Steph Curry, when you have seen him hit shots that should not be possible, when you have watched him demoralize your defense, you understand. There is no one like him. Now, let's talk about what UD said about winning. He said, winning is a skill. If it wasn't, everybody would do it. That is the perfect description of Steph Curry. He does not just score points. He wins games. He has 4 championships. He has been to 6 finals. He has changed the way basketball is played. And last night, he showed exactly why. The crew also talked about Draymond Green's defense. Dirk Nowitzki said, Draymond can't get enough said about his defensive genius. When he's locked in, he locks in on somebody. He doesn't want to help. He's all over him. He uses his long arms. Kawhi had no shot. His first field goal came with 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. That is insane. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best scorers in NBA history. And Draymond made him invisible when the game was on the line. Blake Griffin talked about how Steph just breathes confidence into his team. He said, when he steps on the basketball court, not only does he draw so much attention, but once he gets it going, it is demoralizing for a defense. There is nothing you can do. You can trap him. He's going to get around the trap and pull up. He can play off the ball. He can get a shot. That is what makes Steph unstoppable. You cannot game plan for him. You just hope he misses. And then the crew talked about the Warriors' championship DNA. UD said, you can't teach that championship grit. He talked about Al Horford, who was -20 in the game but stayed confid. Enton hit huge shots in the fourth quarter. He said, he's won everywhere he's been. 2 chips in college. Got 1 in Boston. We were fighting toe-to-toe in the 2022 finals, and he won game 1 by himself, doing exactly what he did tonight. That is the difference between good players and great players. Great players show up when it matters most. Now, let's talk about the post-game interview with Steph Curry. He was asked about facing Kawhi Leonard, and his answer was perfect. He said, it just brings the best out of you because if you don't show up, bad things are going to happen because of the talent on the other side. He talked about battling Kawhi for years, from the 2019 finals to the Western Conference finals. And he said, as deeper we get into our career, we still have that edge and that competitiveness, but there's another element of appreciation just because we all know how much work goes into being ready for these moments. That is maturity. That is respect. That is 2 legends appreciating each other. And then Blake Griffin asked Steph about Kristaps Porzingis. He said, I don't know if you've ever played with a guy who can get a tip dunk on a free throw and also hit 3 deep threes and be heading on his way back to defense as the ball's still in the air. Steph said that is exactly why they made the trade. When Porzingis is out there, he provides another element. Stretching the floor. Putting pressure on the rim. Protecting the rim. And he made plays early. And the fourth quarter that gave the Warriors momentum. Now, let's look ahead. The Warriors play the Phoenix Suns on Friday for the 8th seed. UD said, they cannot turn the ball over the way they did tonight against the Suns. The Suns thrive on those turnovers. And Blake Griffin said he is excited to see Dillon Brooks versus Draymond Green. Give me 5 technical fouls. Give me 4 scraps. I cannot wait. 2 villains of the game. That is going to be must-watch television. The Suns are going to be fired up. They lost at home to Portland. They are going to try to get under Steph's skin. They are going to be physical. But Steph has seen it all. He has beaten everyone. And as UD said, winning is a skill. And no one has that skill more than Steph Curry. I want to know what you think. Is Steph Curry the greatest point guard of all time? And can the Warriors beat the Suns and make the playoffs? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay locked in. We are building something real here. See you next time. Peace.